The release of Space Jam: A New Legacy is nearly upon us, and in the last 25 years since between the new film and the original, there were actually numerous pitches for a follow-up. These include, but not limited to, Skate Jam, which would have starred Tony Hawk opposite Bugs Bunny, Golf Jam, which would have seen Bugs at Link's Tiger Woods, which was before the now infamous Thanksgiving dinner, obviously, and Spy Jam, which would have had Looney Tunes opposite Jackie Chan. Now, none of these versions got made. That last one did have influence on our script today, so let's open up Looney Tunes back in action. The film opens on a variation of the classic rabbit season, duck season bit. The Daffy Duck once again takes issue with playing second fiddle to Bugs. By this point, Jeff Bergman had become a primary voice for both characters, and he does a good job portraying the two. However, while Bergman is in this film, here, the two are voiced by the late Joe Lasky. This opening scene in WB Boardroom suits who definitely sets the stage what kind of movie we're in already. Chief among them being their VP of Comedy, Kate Houghton, played by Jenna Elfman. Despite Daffy's objections, the Warners show Daffy the door. Elsewhere, we see security guard and budding stunt double DJ, played by Brendan Fraser, being tasked with ejecting Daffy from the WB lot. However, Daffy steps away, and hilarity ensues. Director Joe Dante, best known for the original Gremlins, clearly has an appreciation for Looney Tunes, and it shows here as much as it does his other films. Chase leads it to getting mixed up with the Batman movie shoot, with this film being released right before the first of the Nolan movies. I think people are worried about Rob. Daffy starts messing with the Batmobile, sending a Carini into the street water tower and causing it to fall over. Oh boy, the Animaniacs are not going to be happy about that. Daffy and DJ are then ejected from the studio, leading to the scene in the WB commissary. The brief appearances from Porky and Speedy Gonzales have held up quite well over time, given recent events. There's also a bit with animated Shaggy and Scooby-Doo berating Matthew Lillard over his performance in live-action films. Kind of amusing after Lillard would take over the role from Casey Kasem. Anyway, Bugs vouches for Daffy and his brand of comedy, though Kate is still less than receptive. DJ then returns home, and it turns out he's his son Damian Drake, played by James Bond or Timothy Dalton. Story on my Bondathon, Amazon buying MGM doesn't change our plans too much, but Dalton was conditioned with Daniel Craig's the character. Damian tells his son by a secret message to go to Las Vegas to get from Dusty Tales on a rare diamond known as the Blue Monkey. Also, was the last film that Jerry Goldsmith did music for prior to his passing, with some pieces for Enterprise being released posthumously. I also like the Jolt Cola Daffy is drinking. It's got double the caffeine a Coke or Pepsi per serving. After the two set off, Daffy's absence has caused problems on the newest movie. At the behest of the Warners, Bugs and Kate are signed to go get Daffy back by Monday. However, Daffy's always set his sights on Blue Monkey, much to DJ's dismay. The quest also gained the attention of Acme Corporation and their leader, played by delightfully hammy Steve Martin. Also the henchman Bob, played by wrestler Bill Goldberg in a mostly non-speaking role. Naturally, Acme is after the diamond for their own ends and vows to stop DJ and Daffy. Acme also has eyes for one of his executive VPs, Mary, played appropriately enough by Mary Warnov. Not one of Acme's VPs, also played by one of Dante's regulars and a doctor from Star Trek Voyager, Barbara Picardo. I also like the current use of I Love to Sing on the Acme monitor. It's a nice touch. Bugs convinces Kate after a brief Psycho shower spoof to follow DJ and Daffy to Vegas and Damien's spy car. I just love how committed Dante is to the material. His other filmography definitely shown appreciation for Looney Tunes, and there's very few directors that can make this premise work in live action. DJ and Daffy reach Las Vegas and head by way of Casino B-roll to Yosemite Sam's Wooden Nickel to meet Dusty Tales. Acme pays off Sam to not let them out in one piece, and Falcon Lake was acting as both theater MC and blackjack dealer. Dusty Tales, played by Heather Locklear, informs DJ of his father's mission about the diamond, and gives them both a Queen of Diamonds playing card that's a vital clue to finding the actual diamond. They're ambushed by Sam and his henchmen, which leaves them fighting down the blackjack tables. It opens a quick game where they have to win the card back. It's one of the many comedic setups in this movie I love. After the gremlin that DJ and Daffy took there and was with by archive recordings from Mel Blanc falls apart, nice call up to Joe's first hit, the two meet back up with Bugs and Daffy and Drake's spy car. Sam responds by stealing Jeff Gordon's NASCAR, more of a Dale Earnhardt Jr., Richard Petty guy, leading to a fantastic car chase to Hey Driver by Lucky Boy's Confusion. I have no idea how long it took me to find that song when I first heard it and I was 11 years old. Anyway, Daffy whimpering mother causes the car to fly off towards her and to sand and make the mistake of lighting a match in a dynamite shed. Classic. The car then crashed in the Nevada desert, but thankfully they're able to regroup and resupply next morning nearby Walmart. Someone who used to live in that area when this movie came out, not really a stretch. Back at Acme, the chairman, at the behest of his other VPs, dispatched their desert operative Wile E. Coyote. Coyote then orders a missile launcher from the Acme website, which arrives via instant shipping. In the age of same-day shipping, this new twist on an old gag is actually much funnier. Of course, the missile quite literally backfires on him, and our heroes stumble their next clue. Mother, played by Joan Cusack, brings everyone into Area 52, which holds all sorts of secrets, clean science fiction alien cameos, and giant mason jars. She's also aided by Robbie the Robot of the Forbidden Planet, though Acme has other ideas after they make contact with Mervyn the Martian. Side note, they're apparently going to make a standalone movie with him, but I don't know what happened to the project. Maybe they'll revive it, but we'll see. After passing by a character from the classic 50s Invasion of Body Snatchers, Mother feels submitted by the Blue Monkey. I also like the sight gag of the other videotapes on the shelf, which include moon landing dress rehearsal and how sausage is made. The video, hosted by the late Peter Grave, explains Diamond can turn people into monkeys and then back again. And then Acme wants to use it to change humanity to monkeys to make his products, and back to people to buy them. Damien, now DJ must destroy the diamond to foil Acme's plan. As Mother supplies DJ with gear for the mission, Marvin breaks out himself and other classic sci-fi characters, including the Gorilla and Divers mask from Robot Monster, the alien from Island Earth, the Triffids and Day of the Triffids, my personal favorite, the Daleks from the Doctor Who series. This movie actually came out before 2005 revival, and W had to commission the BBC to use them. Mother self-destructs the base, and following the clue of the window to what lies behind her smile, everyone is off to the Louvre in Paris by way of page transition. Heading towards the Mona Lisa, DJ is able to decipher the riddle using the card, and they find out the Blue Monkey diamonds in Africa, largest producer of diamonds in the world, just like Kilimanjaro is like Olympus above the Serengeti. Sorry, I couldn't resist. However, both Elmer Fudd and Bobby would have absconded with the map, but Bugs Bunny kept the card safe. As DJ and Kay head to Africa with Bugs and Daffy, Acme catches one of Blue Monkey's location, that's the most vicious operative, the Tasmanian Devil. Even demonstrates on the VP of Never Learning, player Ron Perlman. I never knew it was him before, but wow. DJ, Kate, Bugs, and Daffy journey to find the diamond in Africa. They're given a lift by what appears to be Sylvester, Tweety, and Granny, voiced by late June Foray. Though Daffy has been used by the Blue Monkeys, appears to be like a barrel of monkeys, like his toy like the one I used to have. Kate goes a piece of a puzzle to reveal treasure. Diamond does work for its intended purpose. Turns out there was really Acme, Bob, and Taz in disguise. Acme goes to more disguises, including Damien and even Michael Jordan, causing Daffy to muse. This doesn't make a lick of sense. Still got nothing on the Iron Giant sitting courtside with King Kong. On that note, while I don't know what to think of that anecdote about Chuck Jones about the '96 film, I do wonder what he might have thought of this one had he lived to see it. As Acme and everyone else is transported back to HQ, Bob is actually a female Taz. Acme then gets to die on Mario in Immersion to install on the satellite, which transport everyone but Acme and Mary and the monkeys. As Bugs and Daffy give chase to another Star Cruiser, Jim rescues Daffy and Big by a dog and other traps, though Acme stops short of a pendulum of doom. Bugs confronts Marvin on the satellite platform, leading to a Star Wars spoof and Daffy saving the day as Duck Dodgers. Always like those ones, and long story short, one of the stray blasts turns Acme into a monkey. DJ, Dex, Brendan Fraser, and we close on Daffy finally getting his time to shine. Now that's 91 minutes. That always makes me feel better, no matter how bad things get. Though this film was well received and had the same $80 million budget as Space Jam, the film made considerably less at the box office, taking only about $20 million in the US and $68 million worldwide. It admitted it didn't help that it had to compete with WB and New Line's other offerings that year, including Elf, The Mixed Revolutions, Last Samurai, and the US biggest hit, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. That said, the film finally finds its audience on home video and DVD. Did my effects with Space Jam, this is easily the definitive live-action feature-length Looney Tunes movie. Though it's the last film that Joe Dante has made to date, I wouldn't object to him getting behind the camera again, especially with him still being active as a TV director and him working on Gremlins spin-off HBO Max. Whatever happens, I'm glad I finally got a chance to talk about this movie. My final rating is 4 out of 4. Next time, my look at Space Jam: A New Legacy alongside my acquisition of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. That's all, folks. Hmm.